YouTube, what's going on, man? It's your boy Pryoxis. I'm back with another video. As I said, I was going to speak on Undisputed, the playtest, after actually playing it a bit more. And I want to give a fair assessment and rating and stuff like that. But for the most part, I will say it is better than the current state of the game as far as what they said they were doing. If you guys don't know, they were fixing the hit detection issues. They fixed the 8th round glitch issues, and in rounds also not scoring as well. I think that was something. Now, things like head movement were not touched. There, obviously there's no clinching in the game, that wasn't touched. That was just more so for the issues with the hit registration that was fixed. Now, um, hopefully this video doesn't be too long or it doesn't be like too short, but I wanted to just quickly talk about some of the topics and how the game can get better, and how, in my honest opinion, now take what I have to say with, I'm saying, how you want to, or you can agree or disagree. Just put it in the comment section. We could talk about it as long as you're respectful. I'm respectful, you know what I'm saying? If you were to disagree with me, hey bro, I'm not mad at you disagreeing with me. I'm not always right? So anyways, while I will say this playtest was a step in the right direction for sure, it just opened up the door for a lot of other issues to be glaring within the game. Like, head movement is a really big one. I think, and this is something that I knew was gonna be an issue. Um, you're not able to move your head efficiently or properly and evade punches. Now, I'm not saying you should automatically be able to move your head and turn into an insane head movement demon. What I'm saying is you're not able to move your head and evade punches because the punches are either still tracking you or they're still tracking you. I mean, they're just cracking your chin. You can slip off, like you can, if someone throws, a straight punch, you can slip off and the punch will still track you. Like the handle still hits you in the head, even though you timed it correctly, you done everything right. It just, the game doesn't reward you. And that's something, in my honest opinion, that would drastically change the meta of the game if they was to fix, because now you open up counter punching, right? And anybody out there that is a counter puncher or has been counter punched in real life, you understand that pain. I don't. I never been counter punched besides when I used to box in the hood with friends. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't really any type of, nowhere near anything sanctioned or any type of actual skill, just throwing hands, you know what I mean? But counter punching and being able to slip and throw a punch at the same time has to be something that added into the game 100%. I don't know who needs to hear that, but that 100% needs to be a thing. You have to be able to slip off the center line and throw punches. Another thing that is an issue, in my honest opinion, is how slow punches are while moving forward. Now, if you throw a combination, I ain't gonna say the singular punches, because while they can be slow, they're you can deal with them. The problem is if you wanted to throw like a a 1-1-2, it's gonna come out so slow. Like, no, that, like, I get it. You know what I mean? Punches are gonna be slower, but that 1-1-2, that thing comes out very slow, bro. Like, very slow. So when you rock somebody and they're moving backwards, and they move backwards at a good speed, bro, you try to throw punches moving forward, trying to catch up with them, and they're just, you just can't catch them. It's just very tough. Now, I will say this. To speak on a different, I won't say an issue. It's just something I think it needs to be addressed. It's the amount of hooks people are throwing, because hooks rule the world right now in Undisputed. I think more people are just, in myself included, I'm throwing more hooks than I am throwing my jab, because the hooks just work better. They have insane amount of range. I think they need a tuning as far as how far they reach out to the body and to the head. And even if you did want to throw a hook from far, right? They won't have that much pop on it. They won't have much power on it, because you want your hooks to be real tight. And if you are throwing a hook and it's like way out here, or like if you're reaching for the hook, I don't think you're gonna have that much power on it, because you're not gonna be able to turn on it like you want to. And if I'm incorrect, please correct me. But I'm just thinking physics based. if I'm hooking and I'm I can't hit you if I was like I turn into it like that. It's gonna be a much different type of torque when I throw my hooks. But that definitely has to be something that's addressed. But also with the hooks, is you're getting a lot. The hooks right now have a lot of hit stun, and I'm not sure if that was meant to be purposely done. But the hooks they cause a lot of hit stun. They cause your character, if you get hit by a hook, to basically stop, and you can't do nothing about it. Or if you're in the middle of a punch animation, you're gonna get punched by a hook, and your animation is just gonna stop. And that happens more with hooks than it does with jabs. And I would think the jab would be the one not to have crazy stopping power, but the jab is gonna blind you, right? If I jab you, you try to throw a hook, yes, you can land it 100%, but it's gonna be much harder to land that hook. But anyways, um, something else I wanted to talk about. Stamina is, I mean, I'm not really tripping too much on stamina. People are gassing out, power punches. A issue that I think the game has created, and oh my goodness, I hopefully you guys are still watching this video, because Undisputed has to stop holding. I'm not gonna say bad players, but they're gonna have to stop holding players' hands and bring back manual blocking. Bring back manual blocking. It's in offline mode. If you go online ranked, it's not there. Basically, you block high, you block low. Now, why I say that is because they made the blocking very strong. They made it to where basically if you're blocking, you're going to block the shot for the most part. So if you're going to do it that way, you have to open up people's defense by attacking where they're not blocking. And that is basically the 6-axis block. Bring that back to rank. That creates a skill gap, and that would make people actually have to, play some defense instead of just holding a high block and blocking everything. And I get it. It's easier, but it's ranked and it's undisputed. And undisputed, if you guys are gonna make it to where all the shots are gonna be blocked, if they're blocked, then they're not gonna bleed through, and they're not gonna possibly land here because they was blocking here. Then you gotta open up that 6-axis block. Otherwise, you're going to basically make it like UFC, where basically it's a high block and a low block, and no matter what they throw high or no matter what they throw low, it'll always be blocked. So 6-axis block would be very essential, and again, that would add a skill gap. And then you add to that with head movement. Undisputed would be a much cleaner game if the head movement was better and counter punching was better. And what else? Hit detection. I mean, yeah. Trying to think of what else could make the game better. Obviously, clinching, right? We want to be able to clinch. Punch animations, definitely. Some of them moving forward. Some punch animations just themselves, they look a little weird. Sometimes the arms will just bend in unrealistic or like just crazy ways. I want to say uncanny, but just crazy ways the arm would bend, and I'm just like, bro, what just happened? Another big issue, desync. And I think I'm gonna wrap this up here. And I know I'm you guys probably gonna think I'm just speaking negatively about the game, but I'm literally speaking on topics they need to work on. And if you guys don't agree with me, again, put it in the comment section and we can talk about it. But desync is a really big issue. Last night I was streaming, I was going to get to Canelo Alvarez player, and he was in my chat and he knocked me down. Shout out to him. He knocked me down, and on my screen I wasn't near him, but on his screen he said he was standing right there. So desync, I'm not like, and even okay, let's say they can't fix it, right? They gotta address it though. They have to address the desync, because right now it's just confusing. We don't know what's going on with the desync. So it has to be, I would say they come out and say, okay, this is what's going on with desync. This is what we're trying to do. This is what we can't do. This is what we can do. That way we're just not in the unknown, and we're not just sitting here guessing about desync. That's what I would say Undisputed could do about desync when it comes to addressing the issue. Because right now, desync is a very big problem in Undisputed, and it has to be addressed. Simple as that. But hey, With that being said, y'all, I've yapped enough. I'm gonna get up out of here. I appreciate you guys' time. If you enjoyed any parts of the video, remember to hit the like button, subscribe up, or turn on notifications. And if you made it all the way through this video, you are a W, man. It's for real, man. And let me know if you do, because I'm gonna show you some love. All right, I'm out.